So now we have a couple of subs. Marcus Green, transfer from Houston Christian, on the floor for Hawaii, and Gytis Namiksha. High hopes for this guy, a transfer from Xavier, originally from Kaunas, Lithuania. Also out there you have Jerome Palm, transferred over from Valpo, and he gets his hands on the ball and he goes right up and puts it in for a 27-12 lead for Hawaii. They have made now 10 of their last 11 field goals. It is an 18-2 run over the last 4 minutes plus. Substitutions out there for LPU as well, including Zach Murphy, number 24. This is Fire, who fires from outside the arc, but it doesn't go, and Namiksha clears it. Marcus Green has some scoring pedigree in his collegiate career.
And he had a big game against Chaminade. He hit some real key shots down the stretch.
Good extra pass to Green, can't hit from the corner. Marcus Green, who was the team leading scorer at Houston Christian, unable to catch up with that layup, and Zach Murphy puts it in. Murphy, a 5'10" sophomore from Corona, California, in his third year with the Life Pacific Warriors. Tom Beatty getting to that block almost each and every time he wants it.
Well, Tom is very strong, and he's long, he's physical. If you don't take his right hand away, you will not stop him.
So Tom Beatty already 6 points. He's 3 for 3 from the field. Hawaii shooting 73% as a squad right now. This is Vince Fire trying to turn back over the left shoulder, goes off glass and in. The bruise in the bucket. And so he'll have a chance repeated for South Sudan. That's a pretty incredible statistic right there, and good on Akira Jacobs. The coaching staff talking about how they definitely see a level of increased confidence by virtue of his incredible experience this past summer.
Well, he's playing well, and he will have to be a major part of what Hawaii wants to do this season.
Here's Namiksha, that turnaround from the elbow doesn't go, trickles off the iron.
And Namiksha is going to be also a guy that Hawaii will rely on.
We also have Aaron Hunking-Clater getting his first minutes out there for Hawaii, wearing number 30. One-time Iolani Raider. He transferred up to Salesian Prep, a true freshman, and here he is now off the miss. Gets it ahead to Jacobs. Layup good. Covered a lot of ground after the catch.
Good, a fast break by the Rainbow Warriors. Something you don't see that often for Hawaii. It's up-tempo. Nice to see Akira finish a lay-in.
Hawaii without the services of a couple of guys here tonight. Ryan Rapp, the lone returning starter, dealing with a hand injury, so he is not active. And also Osahan Obasahan from Antwerp, Belgium, ineligible for the first 2 games of the season, we are told, as that one somehow twirled and then curled out of the rim for Akira Jacobs.
That's almost unfair. That was already down.
Yeah.
It came back out.
It can't go any further down without counting.
Yeah.
Fire gets to the basket, got the hoop in the arm again. So Vince Fire, another Azusa Pacific University transfer in his second year with LPU. Kind of a hybrid forward. Head coach Tim Cook says he can stretch the defense, has great energy. We're seeing it in this first half.
Yeah, you would look at him and say he was a football player that fell in love with basketball just on his build.
Fire to the line here. You see what he did against LMU. That was an exhibition game for Life Pacific, and interestingly enough, all of their games participating in the Outrigger Rainbow Classic will be exhibitions for them. They will be counted games for the rest of the field.
That's kind of unique and interesting.
Jacobs gets it back out to Namiksha. And then the cross-court pass, Hunking-Clater got his pocket picked. Dylan Cabs taking it away. And here's Fire again, going right into Christensen, who swats it out of bounds. Fire giving up all kinds of size in that matchup.
He has extreme confidence, though. He's got that one little reverse pivot move where it goes to the banker. Right here, you see the reverse, and he just believes he can get that shot off. But Christensen said, no, I'm 6'10", buddy.
Tanner Christensen playing in his 114th career college game. A wealth of experience. 93 starts prior to this season. Was with Utah Tech. Also spent a couple of years at Idaho. So he's been around the block.
Yes, he has.
And we're going to have a foul on the screen. It's going to go against Life Pacific. That's going to be on Wes Clarkson. By the way, the officiating trio here this evening, Jeff Campbell, Ed Crenshaw, and Kyle Stewart. Not a lot in the way of any kind of shifts, right? They introduce rule changes usually every 2 years. Maybe they'll have a point of emphasis or two, but the guideline's pretty much the same here going into this season as they were last year. Here's Namiksha for three. That one rims out. And Hawaii, after being so red hot for a while there, starting to cool just a tad here at this juncture. Here's Cavs working against Beatty. Bullet pass to the corner, wide open Clarkson. It's an air ball. And it'll be a foul on Life Pacific. Going after the rebound. Crowd letting Wes Clarkson hear about it.
Yeah, crowd's not, there's no aloha in here right now. My goodness, this is an NAIA school. Come on, guys.
Yeah, first ever meeting between these two programs. Life Pacific out of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference, formerly known as the Golden State Athletic Conference. So it's still the GSAC. Now bodies hitting the deck. How about that pass by Green from his wallet? And a reach-in foul is going to go against the LPU Warriors. Under 8-minute timeout here on the floor.
Number 2 this year. Last year he had a different jersey, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has a jersey for every game of the year.
There you go. That's a Tom Beatty in honor of.
Out of the timeout. Here is Marcus Green setting the feet and drilling the three. This is a guy who had a 30-point game last year against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. He knows how to fill it up. Well, you back up 15. They are 6 for 11 from outside the arc. Good little show and go there. And unable to get the roll was Wes Clarkson. So Beatty in transition. Kicks it to the corner. Green three on the way. And Namiksha rips it away from his own teammate. And then Namiksha able to flip it up and draw the foul. Well, as mentioned, Hawaii lost its top 6 scorers from a year ago. Nobody returning averaged even 4 points per game. And so what's going to happen here early on, you'd imagine, we're going to have a lot of career highs. We already have a career high for Akira Jacobs. He has 10 points tonight. And Cody Williams with 11. He's already 2 off of his career high as Gitis Namiksha knocks in the free throw. They call him Nemo. That will help us out a little bit, perhaps, from the broadcasting standpoint.
Well, Gitis is, I think he's going to turn out to be something real special.
A unique build, 6'8", 220 there and about. Long arms, big hands. Got a nice little game about him, though, and a good shooting touch. Spent last season at Xavier. Averaged 5 points, 4 rebounds. Early on in the season, got a lot of playing time because of injuries and other factors. And he became a bit of a fan favorite up there early on in the year. Minutes would kind of wane as the season went on, but he brings a skill set, according to the coaching staff, that they very much like. Seconds to shoot. This is Cavs. Tough turnaround. Got it to go. Cavs with 5 points.
And he told the people over on the side to quiet down. Okay. I like that.
Head coach Tim Cook says, hey, look, we will compete. What happened against LMU? We just started getting a little worn down. We give up so much size and physicality. And there was a physical move by Gitis Namiksha. Up in and one.
Namiksha shows some strength. Ability to have nice balance after getting contact. Will get the 2 and the old-fashioned 3 if he can knock down this free throw.
Yeah, not scared of the physicality. That's the scouting report on him. Maybe a guy that can even sometimes fall into the category of being an irritant.
Yeah.
Kind of guy you love on your team,
yeah.
maybe hate playing against.
Absolutely. And everybody needs one of those. Every team needs that guy.
He gets the free throw to go. For now, Hawaii has a squad 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Denisha was fighting an illness the week leading up to the exhibition against Chaminade on Maui. Was feeling a lot better against Hilo. Was 6 for 8 from the field in that game. Had 14 points. Not an ideal set of conditions on the playing surface over there at Afukchinen. The step back three doesn't go for Cook.
Cook has the green light.
There's a lot of humidity outside of the gym over there in Hilo, so the floor was slippery. Both teams had to deal with it, though. Hilo almost pulled off what would have been a pretty monumental upset under the circumstances as Tom Beattie hits a three. Hawaii now 7 made triples here in this first half. And they have LPU doubled up at the moment.
Yep.
Runner goes. Nicely done there by Albert Matute. Originally from Cotton Tree Village, Belize. Def getting into the post. Christensen. Good ball movement here for Hawaii. It's a three from the corner. And Green unable to hit it, but Christensen gets Hawaii another stab at it.
And Christensen is impressive because he goes after basketballs. He doesn't just wait for the rebound to come to him. He'll go get it.
Oh, Green turns the corner, gets it spanked out of bounds. Dylan Cabs.
Yeah, Cabs is making a statement here that I can play a little defense. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but I can block some shots.
Well, as expected, Hawaii, the size advantage and up big in the rebounding department so far, 18-7. They out-rebounded Chaminade last weekend, 53-36. When you have the net knotted up, you got to call the 6'10 guy to come over and help.
All the guys from Life Pacific were barely getting up there to touch it.
There's Green, nice inbounds play there for Hawaii.
Great inbounds play by the Rainbow Warriors, but the Life Pacific guys were hitting the bottom of the net. That's the difference in Division I and NAI.
You're looking for the broomstick, maybe, on the other end, right? Shot by Cook. Trying to fade over Cody Williams. A couple of LPU players on the deck. Hawaii with the numbers. It's really a def layup. No. Tapped out of bounds, and it will go the other way.
I like the push by Marcus Green coming down the floor and allowed his big guy to come down. Gave a good bounce pass to Willie Adept. He just missed that little short jumper. But I like the fact that they pushed the ball.
Spin move there, Matute. And it's going to be a foul against Marcus Green. There you see the contact. And so a revamped roster here for the Rainbow Warriors, coming off of their second straight 20-win season. They went 20-14 a year ago, 11-9, finishing fourth in the Big West Conference. Made it to the Big West Conference semifinals. Lost to UC Davis there by 3 points, 68-65. And then said goodbye to a huge fleet of hoopers. Justin McCoy, Bernardo da Silva, Noel Coleman, Jovan McClanahan, Juan Munoz. Also Matthew Cotton, Matias Svetizarovich, who transferred to Midwestern State, a Division II program, and Morsek, who transferred to Fresno State.
Well, they said goodbye to a lot of people.
And hello to a lot of people.
Yeah.
They had name tags, I would imagine.
They probably still do.
Oh, a nice rip away there on defense by Nathan Drummond. Got a whistle, however. And that gets us to a timeout on the 8th Outrigger Rainbow Classic. Got underway a little earlier prior to this game. The Pacific Tigers with a revamped roster. Even more dramatic than Hawaii's taking down San Jose State 80-67. And we got a takeaway off of the inbounds out of the timeout. And Akira Jacobs coming over to make the defensive play, but a whistle will be called, and that's going to send Jacob McKinn, a freshman from Upland, California, to the free throw line. McKinn just 5'10", being chased down by the 6'10" Akira Jacobs.
It reminds me of Juan Munoz. Doesn't he?
There is a Juan-esque quality.
I mean, yeah. Now let's see if he has a stroke anything like Juan. Okay, not too bad.
Akira Jacobs saw it kind of clip the top of his head a little bit there. But getting back to Pacific, and Hawaii will see them on Monday. They have a first-year coach, Dave Smart. He's regarded as one of the greatest Canadian collegiate head coaches of all time. He had 13 national championships as head coach at Carleton University over 18 seasons. And they revamped their roster with 14 newcomers and some pretty decent transfers from some pretty big-name programs. And they looked awfully sharp against San Jose State earlier today.
Yeah, they did. You see another turnover by the Rainbow Warriors. That has been the issue that they have had, is turning the basketball over early in the season. They've got to clean things up.
Yeah, that's their 4th turnover compared to 8 assists here. They had 54 combined turnovers in the exhibition games against Hilo and Chaminade. Yeah, Lake Pacific trying to ramp up the defense, and little role reversal there as it was Jacob McKinn committing the foul against Akira Jacobs at this end.
Yeah, that was a hard foul, and Akira just smiles because usually the big guys take the little guys up to the basket. He got hit real hard on that one.
It was good to kind of see them make sure everything was all good. Good sportsmanship there.
Yeah. Well, it would be hard to be angry with Akira. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. He's got quite the disposition.
He is the greatest gentleman that I've seen play basketball in Hawaii in a long time.
Wow.
He is such a nice young man, and he's got great skill.
And he also has a career high with 12 points here so far this evening. As that pass goes out of bounds, a forced turnover. That's just the 2nd turnover for Lake Pacific. And so here is Cody Williams in control here, running the point. And early on, that looks to be the point guard rotation. Tom Beatty and Cody Williams. And if Cody keeps doing that, he's going to keep earning minutes. He has not missed. In fact, neither Cody Williams nor Tom Beatty have missed yet from the field. Williams is 5 for 5, 4 for 4 from 3, and he's got his new career high with 14 points.
It's a career night.
We'll be saying that a few times, I think, possibly here in the early stages of this season. Nicely done there by Albert Matute.
Cody, good assist.
And Christensen missing the first one and was fouled before he could throw it back down.
A moment ago, Cody catches the ball and defender is off. He says, hey, hands down, man down. 3. And then he comes down the next play and he finds his big guy, gives him the ball. So you got to feed the bigs, keep them happy.
The previous career high for Cody Williams was 13. Then he had that stellar performance where he went career, had no turnovers against UC San Diego, and that was kind of the turning point in the season for Hawaii. They had started the year 10-10. They were 2-6 in the Big West Conference, and things were very much in danger of just falling off the rails. Cody Williams had that great performance. Hawaii would end up winning 10 of their last 14 games and getting to 20 wins on the year. Good spin baseline. Matute ran into some traffic, kicks it out to Cook. That 3 falls short. Cook yet to score. He's 0 for 7 from the field. Look at the boosters on Green. Leaves it for his running mate, Tom Beatty, with an easy deuce.
Great assist by Maurice Green. That was very, very special. Did I say Maurice? It's Marcus.
It's Marcus.
Maurice, Marcus, I knew it.
It's opening night.
Hey.
It's opening night.
That name tag, I didn't see it. No, but Marcus One thing he does is take the ball to the basket with authority.
Green.
Here he is
Showing some
again.
quickness up the floor. The seas part for him. And he drives it all the way to the tin. (54-29). Hawaii on top, under a minute to play in half number one. Step back three by Matute. Good box out there. Jacobs. Hawaii looking to run. Jacobs the reverse. An athletic take there by Akira.
Akira, he's almost apologetic when he makes something special like that. Come on now. What a player.
If he further develops that part of his game, able to get to the basket off the bounce, he's going to be something to be reckoned with, perhaps. 10 seconds to play here in half number one. Cavs just inside the three-point line. Rebound Beatty. 2 seconds to hoist. He does. And that's how the first half comes to a close. Hawaii shoots 53% from three.
You would expect them to dominate. It is a good performance thus far. Let's see if they finish the second half. I hope they do, and I hope a lot of guys get playing time.
Yeah, I think what can also be stated, though, and this is a huge credit to head coach Tim Cook for Life Pacific, this is a Life Pacific team that plays hard.
They play hard, yeah.
And they are certainly giving it all that they can and doing their best job to give Hawaii a legitimate look here.
Yeah, they're playing with tenacity, but you see they get one shot, they get no rebounds because they have nobody even close to the size of the Rainbows.
Yeah, Hawaii out-rebounding them now 27-8. We're running a little high-low. Tanner Christensen down to Harry Ruliadev. That's an interesting wrinkle there, but it is knocked out of bounds, last touch off the foot.
I like that. I like the idea, though, for Tanner to drop the ball into Harry down low, let Harry work. Just dropped it off his foot. Unfortunate turnover for him.
Life Pacific scheduling tough. Let's put it that way. They have a total of 6 NCAA Division I teams on the schedule.
So that'll help them once they get into the NAIA.
And they had LMU. Oh, nice three ball there. Vince Fire, who now has 10 points, only player for LPU in double figures. But yeah, they played LMU. They have Hawaii tonight, obviously. The other two teams in this tournament, San Jose State and Pacific. But they'll also play Grand Canyon and Pepperdine on the schedule.
Yeah, they scheduled up, that's for sure. Yeah. And you almost go, well, it's going to help us when it comes time to our league and to the real season for us.
Tom Beatty turning the corner, doesn't even touch it with the opposite hand.
Yeah, right hand. If you give him his right hand, he is a master of getting to the hoop.
And Tom Beatty still perfecto from the field, 6 for 6 now, and he's approaching his career high. Fire stepping out of bounds. Beatty now with 13 points, career high is 15. Going with the mullet look here for this 2024-2025 season. Oh, nice lob pass. And Christensen flushes it. Christensen, who averaged 11 points, almost 7 rebounds per game, shot 56% from the field last season for Utah Tech. Has a big body and he uses it well.
Yeah.
Here's Rico hopping. Lost his footing. 2 seconds to shoot. Fire going to have to get it up, and he's unable to do so. Shot clock violation.
Good lob a moment ago. Tom Beatty gets an assist, his first, and Tanner Christensen flushes it.
Yeah, that was actually the combo that ended up putting together the game-winning and one against Hilo in that exhibition.
There it is again.
Oh, got blocked initially by Fire, but now they'll blow the whistle.
Yeah, that was a nice pick and roll play that Beatty assisted to Tanner Christensen for the win against Hilo. The one difference, we saw Hilo and Chaminade against the University of Hawaii put full court pressure on. In this ball game, Life Pacific, and it's probably because they've got to play 3 games in 4 days, they did not come out with any full court pressure against the Rainbow Warriors, which gave Hawaii free run up and down the floor, and they have executed very well.
Yeah, you'd imagine Hawaii will see much more extended pressure in the next 2 games here in this Outrigger Rainbow Classic.
You would expect it.
Matu trying to turn the corner, gets cut off. Hopping, working against Beatty. Gets to the paint, picks up the dribble, and then goes up with the left and puts it in. Has dual citizenship in Puerto Rico, where Rico Hopping is hoping that maybe he can also find a way to play professionally. And we have a reach-in foul there on the drive by Akira Jacobs. So obviously Akira feeling confident, he got the size advantage against this opposing team, but good to see him have a little bit more of that go to the basket kind of mentality.
Yeah, it's absolutely, that's another part of his game that needs to develop. It's another tool in his tool belt, and he's got to take it out and work it. He will have a size advantage probably against pretty much everybody he plays against, because he's playing the 3 spot mostly, and then every so often he'll drop down to the 4. But as a 3-man with that left hand, that 6'10" frame, he will be in an advantage position most of the year.
We mentioned from Yokohama, Japan, but did play a couple of years of prep basketball in Southern California. This is a deep 3. Draws nothing, but a dynamic play there by Dylan Cavs to save it off of Gitas Namiksha and retain the possession for LPU. Here's Cavs, got to get it up. Lifted short, Cody Williams zooms out of there with it. Looking to get it into Christensen. Getting a lot of touches in the post. Here's Williams. That 3 rims out, and Cavs collects the rebound. Oh, bounce pass ahead. Fire. Changed his mind midair. Hopping, blocked, but fouled by Gitas. And that'll get us to a timeout on the floor. Free throws on.
Go up with him and make dunks.
Oh, Namiksha with the offensive rebound. So the foul was actually called on Rico Hopping. You could see in the replay that Vince Fire was grabbing onto Tanner Christensen's arm, but that's not what they called. And Christensen this time unobstructed with the jam. So he's had multiple dunks already this evening.
Well, Christensen having a nice ball game. He's got his 9th point and 7 rebounds, and I really believe he should be a 13-8 guy this year. That kind of performance will be necessary for Hawaii to have the success they need to have.
Yeah, averaged a double-double over the course of the 2 exhibitions, including a 13.17 rebound effort against Chaminade. Christensen now coming off the floor and gives way to Jerome Palm. Jerome Palm, he's got the basketball bod, that's for sure. 6'10", 230-pound grad student from Valparaiso, as the 3 is drilled there for LPU. Palm spent the last 2 years at Valpo. Had 17 starts last season, averaged just under 4 points. Make that 5 points, 4 rebounds, and was 49% from the field. Originally from the Netherlands. Free ball by Jacobs. No good. There's Namiksha trying to work it up, and he does with the oppo hand.
Yeah, Namiksha, he understands And you can see he's got a game that is ready to explode. He understands what to do when he gets the basketball.
I think the vibe is Gitas Namisha has a chance to be something pretty special. Just getting started here in his Hawaii basketball career. Good shot there by Albert Matute. How he kept his pivot foot, I'm not sure I'll ever know.
Yeah. He's glued to the floor. Matute.
Yeah, he spent his freshman year at the Masters in California. It's another NAIA school. They're one of the powerhouses here in recent years. As the drop-off by Cody Williams results in the Jerome Palm smash.
This is the most dunks I think I've seen in the Ron Denock era in one game. Can you remember another?
No, I'm with you.
I've never seen this many dunks by a Hawaii team.
Oh, nice drop-off and the layup there by Fire. A beautiful assist by Dylan Cavs. Yeah, I actually think we've seen more dunks here tonight by Hawaii than in the dunk contest during the Rainbow Madness event several weeks ago.
That was the first year back.
Off-balance shot. Namisha follows it up and gets fouled.
I'm Moses Malone. I throw it up there, get it off the glass so I can get an offensive rebound and a putback. I like it.
So 5 team fouls now on LPU. Third foul against Fire, and that will send Gitas Namisha to the free throw line. I mentioned his numbers with Xavier last season. A couple of his standout performances in his debut with Xavier. Playing for Sean Miller, by the way. Had 10 points, 12 rebounds against Robert Morris. Had a season-high 20 points with 7-11 from the field against Washington. So a couple of really strong games against some well-known opponents.
Yeah, good competition.
Xavier, of course, part of the Big East. And missed free throw off to Austin Cook. Austin Cook yet to score here. A guy who holds several Life Pacific records. Many on the offensive end. Nice move there. Matute finds Hopping for 3. That goes.
Good look, good assist.
A little more life from Life Pacific here.
Matching up.
Cody Williams unable to hit there, but tipped in by Gitas Namisha. I mentioned he's got those long arms. What are the most dunks you've had individually in a single game?
In a single game?
Yeah.
1? Maybe 2 at one time in my life.
Oh, okay.
In a game.
That's legit.
But yeah, but not, I mean, there's a difference.
Let's put it this way. You don't have to ask me the same question.
Yeah.
Pull-up jumper there by Zach Murphy, no good. And here's Aaron Hunking-Clater back on the floor. From Wahiawa, Oahu. Played 2 years at Iolani before moving to California. Ultimately graduated from Salesian College Prep in Richmond, California. Namisha lets a 3 fly and just grazes the front of the iron. Rubbing off of that handoff was Murphy. Kicks it back out to Cavs. 3 on the way is good. Dylan Cavs, a bright spot certainly at different junctures of this game for Life Pacific. Has a couple of made threes. He's got 8 points. Rico Hopping, the scoring leader right now with 14. From the corner, Tom Beatty can't hit. Offensive rebound. Namisha muscles it up in and one.
Dude, the size differential is just so great for the Rainbow Warriors.
Director of Player Development in his first year. And among many of his attributes, also the nephew of NBA Hall of Famer Gary Payton. Under 10 to shoot here on this possession for Life Pacific. That is a tough turnaround shot, but drawing the foul there was Matute. And they're going to catch Hunting Plater with his hand in the proverbial cookie jar. Now, Life Pacific's been a little bit better in this second half offensively, Artie. In the first half, they were 11 of 33 from the field overall, 2 of 11 from 3. They're 7 for 11 in the second half and 4 of 5 from 3 since intermission.
Well, they're continuing to compete, and that's a positive. And if you're the coaching staff for Life Pacific, you're pleased the fact that your guys haven't just thrown in the towel. They're still battling and still have a belief system that they can win. The toughest thing for them is on the glass. They are struggling on the boards. That's where Hawaii is dominating them, 35 rebounds to 13.
Tim Cook saying we don't normally go very deep in our rotation either, so probably playing more bodies than they normally would out of necessity here. Good chase down of that rebound by Aaron Hernandez, getting his first action, 6'5" sophomore from West Covina, California. In the paint. That was Wes Clarkson, and he gets it to Hernandez.
All of a sudden now it's starting to get a little tighter. 24-point ball game.
First points of the season for Hernandez, who was scoreless against Bethesda in 9 minutes, scoreless against LMU in 13 minutes. As Tom Beatty misses the lay-in, tipped up and in by Namicha. He's got a bit of a feel and nose for that basketball.
Nice move by Beatty, though, going baseline. He just left it short, but Nemo makes it happen.
And Nemo with 14 and 9 rebounds. So almost a double-double performance
Off the bench.
in his debut, official debut.
You spoke about him having a crazy debut with Xavier. And in this ball game, against
Made quite the splash last season, especially at the front end of the year for the Musketeers. And some substitutes coming in on both sides. Akira Jacobs back on the floor for Hawaii, as well as Jerome Pone. Well, that bullet pass to Hernandez. They swing it out, and the miss there by Matute. Offensive rebound, though, for Life Pacific. And you have to love and respect just how much they are still giving it their all here, but a careless pass. Hunting Plater the steal, tried to go no look to Akira Jacobs. And it was deflected out of bounds. Fortunately, stays in the possession of the Rainbow Warriors.
Well, that effort right there just shows you that they're continuing to believe in the play. Aaron Hernandez goes to the floor for trying to save a ball. Nice effort by Life Pacific.
Rulia Death. Oh, nice maneuver. Go around the defender and finish on the other side.
Oh, Harry showing you a little agility.
Matute, he's got a bit of a burst. Matute with 12 points. He's got a couple of assists as well.
You know what I just noticed? Defensively, Jerome Palm is a great communicator on the defensive end. You love if a big fella will talk to you, tell you where picks are coming and that type of thing. Watch him. He is communicating. Pick right, pick right.
Nice little hesitation move there on the jump stop by Matute. He's got 14.
Matute is competing. He's making this thing personal.
He had 13 points in 22 minutes against LMU. So yeah, definitely feeling like he can hang here even in these D1 matchups as Palm gets underneath and gets the wide open jam. Making what, 5 dunks now for Hawaii? It's a dunk fest.
Dunk fest. They saved it. All those they didn't do at the March Madness, they're bringing on today.
Murphy with the bounce pass underneath. Clarkson trying to lean in on Palm, and he walked with it. floor.
Hawaii assistant coach who's on the staff there, who is a heck of a recruiter in CQ Carey. So Q is over there saying, hey, I'm going to bring some talent in here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Senkyu, who came back with Long Beach State to play in Hawaii, and now comes back with Pacific to play in Hawaii, the former University of Hawaii
Looks like he's trying to get back here. Well, you know,
he's always around.
Yeah.
It was good to see him earlier this evening, though, as Akira Jacobs splashes another three. He's got 20. Jacobs 3 of 5 from outside the property line. You know, we were talking about some of the coaching changes on the Hawaii staff, and a lot of them prompted by the fact that you had Brad Davidson, who moved up to the associate head coach position by virtue of the departure of former associate head coach John Montgomery, who joined the coaching staff at Long Beach State, as Harry Ruida stayed with that one.
Montgomery is now at Long Beach State along with Chris Acker.
Chris Acker now the head coach.
Yep.
So a lot of ties between those two programs, Hawaii and the beach. Oh, how about that crossover move? Matu goes over the left shoulder. The move was great, but hey, credit Jerome Palm, he stayed with it.
Everything but the finish.
Near backcourt violation there by Hunk and Clater. Here's Palm with the left palm.
I like the big fella. Hawaii has two legitimate centers that play well on the inside, at least against this competition. Now we've got to see them against Division I competition, and we'll see what happens.
You gotta like the ball movement though tonight for Hawaii. That is something that obviously no matter who you're playing, that's what you're gonna focus on.
Yep.
And they've done a pretty good job of keeping that ball moving. Jacobs sets the feet. That was his most open three-point attempt yet, and of course, sometimes those are even harder to make.
Usually Akira knocks those down. He loves that corner. Offensive foul.
Oh, they're gonna call a block there.
Wow.
It might be a restricted area situation. Of course, your feet have to be outside the restricted arc in order for that to be an offensive foul.
Let's see here.
Maybe it was just a little bit too embellished for the personal taste of the official.
The Academy Award Act. Green hadn't been here long enough to understand the Hoku Hano Hano Award yet.
He's getting an explanation, it looked like, from the official, and he responded with And now we have a substitution, Logan Robeson, 6'3" redshirt frosh from Moraga, California, redshirted last year. Getting his first action officially as a Rainbow Warrior. And that's another thing about these kinds of games. Your team is able to handle the business that you set out to handle against a team that you feel confident that you should be able to dominate. It gives you a chance to play some guys deeper on the bench that maybe you otherwise wouldn't have that chance.
Absolutely, and because you have such a new squad, you're trying to find guys who can play. It's different playing in games than playing in practice.
Robeson out of Campolindo High School in Moraga, unable to hit that open three. Hawaii has attempted 24 three-pointers. They've made 9 of them. 7 of them between Williams and Akira Jacobs alone. That three doesn't go for Hernandez. Under 4.5 minutes to play here in this season opener. Green will trigger a three. Offensive rebound, Palm up, in, and one. Newcomers, of course, it's their career highs as Hawaii players because it's the first game. And, an early entry along the lane. And the lane violation, that one goes against A.J. Economou. 6'5" redshirt Frost. Redshirted last season, joined the team in January. Played 2 years at Southern California Academy, a nationally recognized program. And throughout some of his high school career, he was known as a lacrosse player primarily, kind of moved to basketball primarily a bit midway through his high school career.
He may be one of the more athletic guys on the team.
Oh, he can get up. He's got some bounce. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. So Hawaii able to empty the bench, so to speak. Again, a couple of players not available tonight. Ryan Rapp with the hand issue, and Osahan Obasohan not eligible, we were informed, prior to the game for the first 2 games of the season. Under 10 to shoot. Hunkin Clater turns it over. I guess not officially. The ball was still loose, and then a wrestling match on the ground. Tie-up will keep the ball here in Hawaii's direction. So how do you assess what we have seen so far here from the Rainbow Warriors, Artie?
Well, they did what they should have done against this competition, and they've got to feel good about themselves. They'll go into the next ball game much more positive after what they're doing tonight. They've come out, they've executed, they've been efficient, taking care of the basketball. The big guys have been dominant on the inside. They've shot the 3 ball real well. A lot of guys have played, so they'll feel good about it. But like I said earlier, let's not get too high on it, because it's the first ball game against somebody they should have been able to dominate, and they're doing what they should have done. And now it's a matter of getting to work for the next competition. And San Jose State comes in next, and then Pacific. So both those teams will be better than this team. Neither one of them are going to be barn burners, but you're ramping up and getting better with each game, and competitions get better as well.
Also just good, I think. Here we are once again playing basketball under the Rainbow Classic banner. The 58th Outrigger Rainbow Classic, as we have bodies hitting the floor. Another jump ball is called, and the possession arrow will send it the other way to Life Pacific. But there was a time where the Rainbow Classic was the premier non-conference tournament in the country.
Absolutely, and it just drives me crazy that it was displaced by the Diamond Head Classic, because the Rainbow Classic used to have top 20 teams every year in it, and I was able to be there 4 years as a player, and then after that been broadcasting with your dad. And this is a legacy for the Leahy family, because your grandfather and Red Rocha put this thing together years and years ago, and it's the Rainbow Classic. That's the classic. It is the best classic. It used to be the best classic in the holiday season, and I still give it the respect it deserves.
Yeah, and I think there is a little bit of motivation out there. And certainly Outrigger as the title sponsor. Next play there, Aaron Hunkin later in transition after the takeaway.
Nice way of it in the scoring column.
Yeah, his first bucket is a bow. But I think there's motivation to maybe build this thing out a little bit more, because the positioning of this tournament might be more beneficial than some of those tournaments that are now closer to the new year, closer to that Christmas holiday stretch, because the expansion of the conference realignments, the regular seasons are thus expanding, and so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to schedule teams later in the calendar year.
And let's hope that happens, because it's still the Rainbow Classic. It's not the Rainbow, it's the Rainbow Classic. And I love the fact that Hawaii has still got it going on after 58 years.
Under 2 minutes to go here. Drive there by Nate Cipriano, got tied up, got it back. This is Jordan Dollar. Jordan Dollar is money from 3.
He turned around and let everybody in the arena know that I knocked that down. Okay, young man.
From Arcadia, California, a true freshman. And we had a whistle there. No basket, so wave it off. We're got to be cool to see. We also have now the entry into the game from Jacopo Vanderknap. He is a 6'5" freshman from Verona, Italy.
And if I'm Vanderkam, I'm shooting that sucker.
Oh, he can shoot.
Yeah.
Bam. Case in point.
He's ahead.
Jacopo making his presence known. Instant offense. Away up 96-61.
Jacopo knew the microwave. That was express.
These bench guys coming in and pulling.
Yeah. Well, Hawaii get 100 points. Come on now.
Economo with the kick to the corner. Jacopo didn't get it. Good look that time. And the rebound corralled by Matthew Rodriguez. Again, all of the games here in the Outrigger Rainbow Classic will be exhibitions for Light Pacific. They will be counted games for the other teams. Shot off the mark. Rebound Robeson. And Hawaii will dribble it out. And a victory on night one here in this 2024-2025 season for the Rainbow Warriors. They win the season opener for the